It is hounds. Yeah, if you noticed, I am not in America. No, cause I am in Germany. Yeah, I am preparing for my big race, and from what I know, you too have a big event. Yeah, and so let us review what it is that we have learned so that we may be prepared for the big event. The past few weeks, we have looked at the biblical buffness, the biblical boundaries, and the biblical bearings. If you remember, to have the biblical buffness, it means that we have godliness. That we will look and act and be and think like God. Yeah. To have the biblical bearings, it tells us that in life there are many rules, but there are two which we must follow. The one, to love God with all our heart, mind, soul, yeah, and strength. And two, to love others as ourselves. And lastly, the biblical bearings, it requires two things. One, determination and direction. And when together, we can crush the opponent. Yeah. And so we have our buffness, our boundaries, and our bearings. But today, we look to biblical bearings. Yeah. What do I mean by these biblical bearings? It is quite simple, my friends. You see, in life, there are those things which keep you from running with all that you have. We are unable to love God with our heart, mind, soul, and strength. When things are holding us back, it's like I try and go so fast, but I held back by something. I don't know what it is, but it is a burden. It's like carrying a weight we were never meant to carry. What are these burdens? So glad you ask. I tell you. They are. When we mock our friends, you know. Yeah, just that. When we do things that are hurtful. Or maybe we say things that make others sad. You know, so very sad. Or maybe it is when I do not know what this is. But it is when we do things that do not make others happy. Because happiness and joy, they smile on God's face. Those kind of things, like a little ducky that goes. Yeah, it makes me happy. And we have these things in our lives, and they are like burdens which keep us from being everything God created us to be. And so we must throw them away. It is what we must do. So we have the biblical burdens. We are to live lives as those who are free to run for the prize. As Hebrews 12:1 says, since we are surrounded by a great many witnesses, let us So off this sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out of us, fixing our eyes on Jesus. Although I am not with you, run well, my friends. The